no more than that. But again, there is the fact that when you fly, and if you fly these airplanes, lives take a different meaning. Look at that. We have a perfect symbol of what it is to be an aviator in the year 2012. Up there, silhouetted among the clouds, you got an airliner going to Luton, I think, and down below, within Duxford's airspace, you get these 3 Spitfires playing romantic aviation. Aviation is all this: business, commerce, progress, changing the world like air transport is doing day after day after day. And at the same time, it's a romantic relation between man, adventure, the sky, and beauties. So this was 1935, and young Kelly Johnson was looking for a job, and he got hired by a small outfit in California, in Los Angeles, Burbank, north of Los Angeles, a small company called Lockheed Aircraft. And he was hired by the chief of the design office, who was Howard Pardue, and they started to work on first a twin-engine transport aircraft. And a few months later, called the Electra, the twin-engine transport aircraft, in 3, and Nick Gray is murdering 1. Which means that if you're an American, it's the because of its looks, because of its value as an aesthetic object. It became a symbol, and this was the Excalibur sword of the Royal Air Force. Even up the rear, at the same time, very thin wings, able to withstand very high load factors, and strangely, this wing, designed in 1935, we have 2 hot and low Griffin engine splits, plus 2 messagements. And we're going to deal with all this in brief history. The Spitfire was conceived in the mid-30s, 1934, 1935, work started on this aircraft within the company, which up to now had built most of basis for what what became the Spitfire later, if only because its engine was the forerunner of the Merlin and the Griffon, which later became the standard power plant for not only the Spitfire but the Hurricane, the Lancaster, and even the Mustang. More about that later. So in the mid-30s, Reginald Mitchell took the specification for a fighter issued by the Air Ministry here in Great Britain, and around this specification designed, fighting his cancer, he designed this aircraft.
At the same time, very friendly. For instance, American fighters of the period were the only ones. Pilots became pilots because they had field forms. Considered well equipped French cockpits and designs. That's a different world, but maybe to reach this new world, Jack would have to. Jack is 80 something, 87 or 88, and he was flying this on B-17 during the war from here, from England. And the only time where he would see was with a little friend on the wing. This is a salute to them.
Salute and out to all of the Sally Me supporting club members. That's just for me.
How many 55,000 girls from Manhattan, the dorms?
Well, this year is the 70th anniversary of the first deployment of the B-17 into the UK. Thousands of American boys were deployed to England, Boise, Idaho, Pittsburgh, Little Rock, New York, and every corner of the USA. Many had sweethearts, many left behind, many found new ones in the UK. But one of the most important things these boys' lives
This B-47, again a New Yorker aircraft made in Long Island again. Replica field, which is what, 11 miles from Manhattan. Also, Replica aircraft was a Russian engineer, and this aircraft has been recently brought back to flying condition by the wizards of the fighter collection, and it has a name, and I don't remember what the name means. Snafu. Snafu is what? The P-47, just a quick word on the P-47, which is landing now. This aircraft was made by Republic Aircraft near New York in Long Island.
It was nicknamed the Jug
They're very good.
because it was, well, look at it. It's a big-bellied machine with a big end. A biplane. And this is the one in the back wearing the French propellers and with its fuselage blazed by the famous Sioux head, the Indian head of the Escadrille Lafayette, which was a fighting group specially set up by the French army to and then we have two triplanes. One of them, the one leading now the formation, the clear-colored one, is a Sopwith triplane, a British plane. And most people think that triplanes were mostly German, but there had been triplanes designed in England too. And the other one in the middle, of course, with black, sinister black crosses on the wings, is the Fokker Dreidecker, the triplane Fokker. Very, very far, going even to China, to Peking. And for instance, you could, in 36, you could have bought a ticket and boarded in Frankfurt or Berlin an aircraft exactly like this one and flown at exactly the same speed with a bath bag in hand because they were flying low and slow, and that was very often very bumpy and warm inside, no air conditioning, just little air vents to refresh yourself. And they were flying all day, and it's a delight to fly, first of all. This one certainly belongs to a French collection with the Sea Fury, using lots of speed and using to the best the capability of this airplane to seemingly effortlessly climb up the sky or accelerate very smoothly on the water. Less speed, but an airplane which is alive and very nice and a joy to fly. One would be 40, you have a feeling if you fly this one, the old 75, you have a feeling the other would be 40. There's somebody who walked at the grand piano with the front of the fuselage, and you end up holding tons of metal across the sky because P-40 is one of the second. A superb design of German one related to the other and dancing in the sky. And the thing that it's quite difficult because even also when you